Alrighty, welcome in. Play-by-Play Rugby podcast. Back again for another edition on the Play-by-Play Media Vintage Sports Network. Jordan Hughes with you, and alongside me, Ryan Stowers, Tyler Campbell. Back together, boys. How are we?
Hello.
How we doing?
We're good. Good week of rugby, and been a good week for us. And we've spent Monday night with Ryan, which was a bit of fun. But I've got to ask,
Monday night?
Yeah, just a chill one. But I've got to ask why Ryan's so dressed up tonight.
You look pretty dapper, actually. What's going on?
Just, dress.
Just to impress?
To impress.
Yeah, okay.
Impress
Like
anyone in particular?
No.
Oh, sweet. Good to see.
Just feeling good, looking better.
You are looking sharp, mate.
Look good, feel good?
And we're back. Yes, lovely. What happened Monday night? Which one?
Just a couple of beers, mate.
A couple of quiet ones.
Just a family gathering.
Yeah.
Love that. Good. All right. Let's get into it, boys. Big Super Rugby weekend covered. Round 9 moments of the week. Ryan, what caught your eye?
I have to go with, how we were talking about the Blues last week and how they were blowing people out, but you couldn't really take notice because it wasn't against, top opposition. But then this week against the Brumbies, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you got to give credit to them. They know what they're good at. They play in the right areas of the field, and then they just bully ball.
It was embarrassing, wasn't it? They were nowhere near them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard off this season because teams are swinging like that. Like, every team has had a shocker where you're like, how the hell did they lose to them? Yep. So, I wouldn't take too much out of it, but what I would take out of it is that the Blues are...
the real deal.
Yeah, they are the real deal, and they've definitely proved it against the Brumbies.
I think they've flown under the radar. Their only loss came to the Hurricanes.
Yep.
But if you remember watching that game, the first 20 minutes, they lost 2 backs.
Yeah.
They were playing forwards in the back line, and they only lost 24-7 or 24-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was close.
So, if you put in the rest of their performances, and they sort of started a bit slow, but built nicely, they've run teams off the park the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And now you see a quality opposition, and they made the Brumbies look silly. And that's still a good Brumbies team. Yeah, there's no Len Ikitau and a couple others.
Yeah.
But if they come in this week and put another performance like that against the Reds, their plan is to be the team to beat at the moment. Obviously, Hurricanes haven't lost, but they're also in form, and they got 2 teams fighting for that top spot.
Well, that was a 2v3 matchup, 46-7.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Caleb Clark from that close quarters winding up, good luck.
Bro, that's what I mean. They know their strengths and they're physical, and they just play bully ball when they get that close to the line, and they got ball carriers like that. And then that forward pack is just humongous.
Elite.
Just across the board, both their wingers are huge.
Yeah.
How do you stop them?
Even Talia, not that big, but bro, he's got spiders on him.
Tyler, you?
I'll give the Reds a nod.
Yeah.
I don't even think I backed them last week. I thought the Landers were in there to do a job, and I thought it'd be pretty close. But it was a Hunter Paisami clinic.
Once again.
I think he just took over that game, and everyone sort of followed behind him. His carries were big, his tackling was big, and his kicking game has come a long way. He's sort of reminded me of a young Ma'a that sort of, as he got older, got better at the other aspects of the game. So, it was a good performance by them. And now, I just got to say, we're probably riding the Highlanders off a little bit. They just obviously look good in pre-season, but have not excelled in the regular rounds, and they're not looking good at the moment. So
I think them losing Patchell has been massive.
Oh, he's back this week.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that'll make a massive difference, because when he was in there, he was steering the ship so well. They would look so good. Every opportunity they got, they would pretty much capitalise with, and I think that'll give more space to those backs, that fullback. He's been a little bit quiet, Nipkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think once you got someone steering the ship like that, we will be able to see his X factor.
Just something I've noticed. So the Chiefs were here. Tyler trained with them. They lost. The Highlanders were here. Tyler trained with them. They lost. What's going on, mate?
Well, when you train with me, you got to train at 100%. So.
Tyler trains with us. We lose.
Something?
Sort it out.
People get tired when they train. So it's hard to keep up.
I was gonna find that clip on the weekend where you said, the Highlanders test match intensity of training, 31.
Yeah, I bought the intensity.
Put on that clown music, the circus music.
That's a good one.
Didn't you back the Highlanders?
Shush. We're talking about you.
For me, my moment, I'll go with Western Force and Curtly Beale, the return. Obviously, the state is poor, but still had to turn up, and a good win. They didn't look like losing at all.
No.
Very impressive.
We can now say they suck.
Yeah,
Crusaders.
they're gone.
Yeah.
Are they
my
gone,
Crusaders
boys?
fans out there, welcome to what it feels like to be every other team.
Yeah, exactly.
But the only thing I hate still is they can still make the 8 comfortably.
It's a ridiculous format. But
Like,
nah, yeah,
they win.
that should not be allowed.
no.
What are they, 1-8 now, 1-7?
Yeah, something like that.
And they can literally win their next 3 games and possibly sneak into the 8.
Who have they got in the next 3?
They got Rebels, and
Don't know.
Not impossible though.
it's not impossible. And they got a few players coming back, and they got a few more games at home.
Yeah.
Like, if they do make the 8, you're sort of sitting there going, this is outrageous.
It's bad for the comp if they do.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
Um,
we hate the Crusaders.
yeah, anti-Crusaders show. Anyway, so the first time since 2013, the Force have beat the Crusaders, so that was exciting for them. What disappointed you, Ree?
Probably the Landers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't think they really showed much.
didn't score a point.
Yeah, but they didn't offer much around the park. They were just, I mean, the Reds played good, but I don't know. To not score any points in Super Rugby.
They didn't fire a shot.
Yeah.
Like, I know, without getting too much, they had a strike to score mindset, and it didn't look like they tried to score off their strikes that I sort of got to see on Thursday. I don't know what was going on there. It's like they're not transferring things because they got a good coaching staff. Like Ben Smith's there. He's one of the best attacking players of all time.
Yeah.
If you're going to pick someone's brain on how to score points, it's
He's the
him.
right guy, yeah.
Like, he's one of the best attackers of all time. So it's just, I don't know if it's they're too young of a group because they are a very young team,
Yeah,
or they're just getting beat up physically because they're really struggling at the moment.
yeah, no good.
Mine's not necessarily, I guess you call it a disappointment. It's just Jordy Pataya again.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Like, going down with the injury. Sucks to see him out for the season. I don't know if he's missing out on the Wallabies, but you know, it's becoming a risk now because he finally starts to find form, gets injured, plays well again, gets injured, and you got to feel for him because it's just niggle after niggle for him. And I think his stock's probably lowering a bit, where we're probably not looking at him too much now as a potential Wallaby because you don't know how long he's going to be there or
It's the
how long
risk.
he's going to play. And I know there's talks of NRL teams and stuff like that, but
I think
Aussie
that
rugby-
consistency is probably the biggest problem.
yeah, they can't get enough out of him. And
Yeah.
Aussie Rugby doesn't have the money to probably pay out his next contract, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see him leave to a league or a potential NFL sort of combine to sort of gig.
Which is sad because he's been really impressive this year in parts, I thought. So.
Yeah, that's what
Agreed.
I mean though. The inconsistency, like at that level, you can't really progress if you don't have it.
Yeah. For me, obviously, the obvious one is the Brumbies, but the Drua sort of disappointed me a bit. I thought they'd offer a bit more than what they did. I guess we know don't back them when it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be 2 p.m. in
Yeah,
the
it
hot.
must be different. Yeah.
But insane, the Canes are pretty strong as well. What do you make of that being a Canes man?
Yeah, I thought that the Canes were, their forward pack is really what's the standout for them this year. Which in recent years, there hasn't been much talk about their forward pack because always their like flanker number 8's always stacked, but like more the props and that
Type
sort of
5.
stuff. Yeah, type 5. They haven't really had like a solid type 5 unit for a long time, and it's showing.
Yep.
Like in the games where they can't use that flair and razzle dazzle, they just go through the middle.
Yeah, so it was a big round 9. We'll get into round 10 a bit later, but first we'll touch on a bit of our Queensland Club Rugby recap. Of course, the results, obviously, Sunnybank drew with the North Eagles. South pushed Brothers all the way. Brothers winning that one 26-22. GPS edge out UQ. You boys fought back very strong in that second half. It went down 43-32. Much improved performance from you boys. What do we make of it?
Yeah, definitely. It gives us sort of something to build on.
Yep.
I feel like against Sunnybank, we didn't really show what our potential was, but definitely against West there, we fought back in that second half, and that like leads me on to Glenn Vaihu. He is a freak. I want to see him get more opportunity at the next level because honestly, he was given the ball against us with nothing in front of him, and he would just create opportunities.
Is he contracted with the Rebels? Is he
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
He
he's
is
with the Rebels,
Yeah,
but
Played 3 or 4 games this year.
yeah, okay.
yeah, I just want to see him get a solid role starting and build his confidence in that level, and I think that we'll see special things from him because honestly, he tore us to shreds. And that, if you watched our game, there's pivotal 20 minutes where they just ran rampant on us.
He was a big part of that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tyler?
Yeah, I think it just shows that with our comp, it's strong. It's that strong that you have to play 80 minutes of footy, or at least 75, because without sort of kicking people or saying the wrong things, but we were probably the better team for 60 minutes of that game, and the scoreboard for 60 minutes reflected that. But West was so dynamic over 20 minutes, where they put on 38 points. That, we were sitting under the post with not much to say and can't really do much in those scenarios, and it shows how explosive some of those boys are and how quickly they can score points. And on the flip side for us, it shows that, hey, we can't just show up for 60 minutes as a young side. So it's a good learning curve. We did sort of have some chats in the shed where people are like, oh, be proud of yourselves, boys. We did well. We came back. And it's like, well, no, we should never be in that scenario. For me, and he knows, our coach sort of addressed it, like, we're not under 12s. We're not there to say, oh, we did well for 60 minutes. Yeah. We're there to say we did well for 80 minutes. It's Premier Rugby, and we want to win games and win the comp. So for us, we've got to go out this week against Norths, who just had a strong performance against Sunnybank. 2, we have to go up there and travel and put in an 80-minute performance to come away with the win. Because, as I said, the bottom end of the comp from last year has gotten a lot stronger, and it's closed that gap. And last thing I want is to be 0-3 going into the sort of stretch of our schedule. We have like 6 or 7 games on the trot.
Yeah. I guess, as you guys know, this level of comp, you can't switch off at all, and 20 minutes, little moments become big moments. So.
Oh, 100%.
I think that's what happened too. Like we do have a young squad, and it's no excuse, but we got up 11-0 in the first 15 minutes, and it's like we were like, oh, and we just relaxed off. A couple of mistakes, boom, they go up the field, and our first set of D, they score quite easily. We kick to them, they score again, and then it just flowed on from there.
Back-to-back grand finalists too, West. I'm not going to let it keep up like that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Probably been the best team in the past 4 years, to be fair. They've only won the one, but they've always been there or thereabouts, or at least minor premiers.
Another game, I did that South Brothers game.
How was that?
Dude, it was so good. South were the better team for 60.
I was going to say, South, they looked strong this year.
So it was 15-14 at half-time, and then Brothers scored first. Their forward pack, rolling maul, dominated a bit. And then South had a chance to win the game on full time. They dropped it 5 short. But South's real deal.
For me, it looked like a bit of a South's collapse.
Yeah, it was.
It looked like a lot of discipline issues in that last 20. Like
the sternum penalty thing, heaps.
Yeah, really?
Heaps, man, yeah.
I think that is like sort of which ref you get as well.
Oh, 100%. It's so hard to judge. Like there was a couple on the week, and I did one, and I was like, oh, I'm getting penalised here. Was play on, and then we had one that I thought was sweet on Fergus, and he got quite low. Both were quite low, and he went, it got blown, and it's like there's way too much, what do you call it?
Grey area
for refs to get it right, and it's going to frustrate a lot of teams, especially the bigger teams that have to get lower to make those tackles, because it's we haven't had one yet that blows heaps, but I'm pretty sure every time Rian's carried it this year, he's been hit above the sternum.
Yeah.
So
it'd be hard not to.
It'd be like, so I'm waiting to see if we start getting a rub of the whistle there, but it's a bit of an interesting
I think that's good though, that like the refs aren't like, they give more lenience to the smaller players. Like if you're still trying to drop and you do sort of catch them high, like that's fair enough. Like no one is going to be like, oh, but he was above my sternum. It's like,
do you know that big second row, Sam von Blankensee for the South? He's been there for years. 207 centimeters tall, huge dude.
Oh yeah, that probably.
Like, and he was making an effort all day to get low. He got pinged a couple of times, but bro, he's doing the best he can on some of his brother's wingers to get that low.
Is this a trial? Is it set in stone and that's how it's going to be now?
It's not going to be like that for professional rugby.
No, but for us,
it's a trial at club level.
I reckon it'll stay on, because it stayed on in England. It's to reduce the rate, which makes no sense to me. It's to reduce the rate of concussions and speed up the club game.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's offloads and stuff like that, and it hopefully limits injuries.
Right.
The issue with it is, I find more people get concussed not from head on head or shoulder on head. It's from when they get their technique wrong going low and cop a hip or a knee.
Or the wrong side.
Or the wrong side, or you go, they both go low and then they hit heads.
Yeah.
True. I don't feel like there's that many high impact contacts, like where they're face to face.
Yeah.
But most of knockouts are just bad timing on both ends. But
I feel like at the end of the day, it's rugby, and it's a physical sport. Things are going to happen and people are going to get concussed. I don't feel like lowering the tackle height below something that you've learned your whole life
And all of a sudden, you got to just change.
All of a sudden, you just got to change is going to help that.
You go onto the field knowing the risks.
Yeah.
I go
Yeah,
onto the field
exactly.
knowing I could do my knee again, or I could pop out a shoulder,
Yeah.
and but you play it because you love the game.
Yeah.
And we, you know, we love going out there. We love being hit. We love trying to hit people. But that doesn't mean we need all these safety things that are going to eventually, I reckon, push some people away from the game.
Oh, I think it already has.
Like people are going,
100%.
I'm going to
Like-
go to a league where I can actually tackle properly.
Yeah, the cards and stuff like that. Like, it's just, especially at the higher level, you can slow down any tackle, any ruck, and you'll find something wrong with every single ruck. Because there's someone standing over the ball like this, and someone meeting the person like that. You're going to hit heads
There's a lot of
sometimes.
variables.
Yeah, it's just, it's too much for rugby union.
Anyway, that was our club rugby recap.
We got a little bit deep and sidetracked there.
But on the bright side, this comp is bloody even and it's bloody competitive and good to watch. So
Yeah.
keep tuning in and good luck to you boys against the Eagles this weekend. Alrighty, so Super W final this weekend as well. Waratahs beat the Brumbies. The Drua beat the Western Force, and they will meet at Ballymore Sunday afternoon. Waratahs too good, boys.
Yeah.
Do you reckon
I think
Drua?
so.
What do you reckon?
Why is it at Ballymore?
Ballymore's the home of Wallaroos rugby now. That's why, I think.
So the Tars played all year to get the first seed
Silly. It should be home
to
final.
play a final at Ballymore.
Dumb. I agree.
Imagine if it was like, let's say the Reds team did well and they finished fourth, but then made the final, or finished third and then
Yeah,
made it to the final, and then they played the Tars. Like I'd be kicking rocks.
Yeah.
It should be in Sydney for sure.
Yeah. Well. Okay, sidetrack. Tars should win,
Yeah.
but if any team can beat them, and we saw it last year in the semi-final, it's Fiji, because they've got that one chick, and she is so quick.
Yeah, Buna?
I've seen her try on the week, that before I clicked on.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
What
The
the?
Hurricanes drew a game, and
She was rapid.
Yeah.
I honestly thought, and this is not being like the men's game
Don't
had
say
kicked
it.
off, because
Don't
I
say
just
it.
seen
You're
how
talking about
fast she was
Talking about
running.
skill level.
Skill at speed, mate.
I was
like,
thinking
oh. She was moving.
Yeah, very impressive. It probably helped the Drua playing at Ballymore because there's a lot of Fijians there and probably not many Waratahs fans. So anyway, we'll see how that pans out. Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. on Stan, that one. All right, boys, let's get into... Oh, quickly, Curtly Beale's return. What do you make of that? Pretty positive overall? Thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch that game.
Sweet. Cool. And that's our insight on that game.
Sorry, guys. No, but obviously getting the win obviously means good things.
He played well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, good skills. His micro skills are fucking have a loss to beat.
Yeah,
Quick hands,
yeah.
just kicking. Like he's still...
Did it look pretty quick?
He looks, no slouch. Like he looks fit. Looks fit. Alrighty, boys, let's get into the tipping over the weekend. Great weekend for me. 4 from 4. 1 from 4 from Tyler. 3 from 4 for Rian. Overall standing is Jordan 27 from 47, Tyler 28 from 47, Rian 33 from 47. So the gap is
But when did
closing.
Closing on who?
Rian only did
Not
one
me.
different to me last week.
Well, no, because he backed the force with me and he did the Canes.
I'm pretty sure I did back and forth.
He did back the force.
Need to get that on clip.
I've got the receipts.
I
Do
need
you?
the receipt.
Huh?
Do you? Because I forgot as well when we were talking about it in the
Yeah.
chat.
Check the
'Cause you,
receipts.
you both did Highlanders. I did Reds. And what was the other one?
Force Crusaders.
You did Crusaders and did Force, yeah.
Yeah, sounds
I remember
right.
going different on the draw.
And you
one.
did Drew.
I do remember that one,
Yeah.
but check the receipts.
Mate, you lost. It's fine. And I'm catching you.
Catching who? Not me.
Well, yeah, to start. Then
Oh.
then I'll come for you too.
Catching
we'll
Z's,
see.
brother.
Just before we get into our picks, the ladder currently, Hurricanes on top, Blues, Brumbies, Rebels, Chiefs, Reds, Drua, and Moana. And as we said, those teams below them are not far behind. Waratahs are still a chance as well. So anyway. All right, boys, let's get into our Super Rugby Round 10 picks and preview. The Crusaders taking on the Melbourne Rebels. The Crusaders $1.25, the Rebels $3.90, the Lions 11.5. Boys, over New Zealand, what do we think? Bit of a lottery, this one.
Yeah, this is a hard one. I mean, Rebels get the addition of Josh Canham, who
Yep.
we think is a potential Wallabies bolter. But it's just hard to give the Crusaders anything at the moment.
Scott Barrett's.
Let him pick first.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell him who's back
Let's
playing.
hear all the info.
No, he doesn't want to do his
No,
research.
yeah, mate.
We can't help him
Yeah,
anymore.
true. Sorry.
Nah, okay, well then...
So a couple of stats for you
Three.
while you're waiting.
We never do the picks before...
Yeah, wait, we'll do our little preview. And the Rebels haven't beaten the Crusaders
he
since
hasn't studied it.
2015. The Rebels have been scoring heaps of points, so don't mind the over in this, potentially. Anyway, I'll start with you. You done your research. What do you think, Tyler?
Obviously, Crusade, I think this is only like their second or third game
At home?
back at Christchurch. Like, they haven't had many down there. And they've had two, sorry. There's one against the Canes and one against the Chiefs where they beat them. And this is their third one back there. And they're pretty dangerous at home. Obviously, Scott Barrett coming back in is huge. David Havili coming off the bench. Johnny McNichol moves to fullback. I think he's been pretty solid since he's come in. So it'll be an interesting. I don't know much about Hedemaya Murray. But the Rebels have looked decent. But the Rebels, I don't think, have travelled well this year.
Well, yeah, they haven't beaten the Crusaders since 2015. They struggle away. Very similar looking side. Obviously, Canham's back as well.
Rob Leota back off the bench.
Yeah, so it should be a
Matt
competitive
Proctor.
game.
Look, I'm going to just back the Satyrs at home here.
Okay.
And I know after last week, I probably should never back them again. But losing to the Force should be the kick in the ass that they need.
This is a fourth v last matchup too. Remember, Rebels the fourth.
Yeah, but who the Rebels beat?
Okay, I'm saying.
This is your Aussie rugby hat.
Yeah, no,
Have they beat a New Zealand team this year other than the Landers?
that's a New Zealand team, so yes.
Other than the Landers?
No.
Okay.
I'm going Crusaders.
I'm going Crusaders as well.
From your own research, or
I think the addition of Rivers Rehanoa in the preseason games, bro, he was gun. And the Crusaders looked good in the preseason games.
it did.
And they were going up against good opposition as well.
That forward pack looks really good with Scott Barrett back in there. And Ethan Blackadder
Yeah.
and Cullen. Like, it just looks like a good forward pack.
Yep, I agree. Crusaders in a close one for me, but I don't mind Rebels plus 11.5. Keep it within the sniff, hopefully. But I like Severis for a try, and I don't mind Dalguni for a try as well.
Have the Rebels, when they played the Chiefs and Canes, were they both the 60-plus ones? It's so weird that a team that's had, like,
So the Rebels have pretty much hit the over total points every game this year.
either being blown out or...
They either leak points or they score heaps. Yeah, so I'm going to hammer the over. I
Yeah.
reckon. And the Crusaders can show they've scored points, except for last week, they've been scoring points as well. All right, all in on the Crusaders for game number 1. Next up, the Waratahs taking on the Chiefs. The Waratahs $4.20, the Chiefs $1.20. 14.5 is the line. Mark Nawangini returns on the wing. The Chiefs looking sharp once again, strong looking side. The Waratahs lost their last 5 to the Chiefs, the minimum margin being 10 points. It's been blowouts the last 5. So this one is in Sydney.
I think it'll be a shutout.
So do I, to be
Do you
fair.
reckon?
I can't believe Izzy Parisi's on the bench.
Yeah.
Only thing for the Chiefs, obviously no Luke Jacobson. But that Wallace Satidi's been good, and Kylan Boucher steps into that captaincy. So, yeah, I agree with Reen here. I think it's going to be a shutout by the Chiefs.
Yeah, I like Monty Nalawa for a try. For Ketty, I don't mind for a try to crash over, but yeah, Chiefs too good for me in that one. Yeah, I'd love to see the Waratahs try something, but I just can't see it.
I mean, they've done it this year.
Yeah,
They have surprised us.
but
I don't know why is Isaiah Parisi on the bench?
who's it? 13, Walton.
Walton.
Yeah, duh.
I just think you lose a lot of impact in that midfield going up against a red hot backline.
Yeah, their backline is
When they're
filthy.
on fire, like Anton Leonard-Brown back in too, and Sean Stevenson back in after his concussion. Like those two inclusions that missed most of the Canes game. That's a big ask for the Waratahs backline.
Yes.
All right, let's head over.
Class, like
Oh.
Yeah, all goods. Let's head over to Fiji on Saturday afternoon. The Drua taking on Moana Pacifica. This could be the game of the round. $1.30 the Drua, $3.45 Moana, 12.5 the line. Of course, these two met at Super Round early in the year. That classic 39-36 matchup. Armstrong Ravula back at 10. Matawalu at 9 for the Drua. Savir and Taifu in the centres for Moana, so they'll be handy once again. So a couple of stats for you boys. The last 3 between these two have been decided by 3 or less. Both teams have scored 30 plus in their last 3 matches against each other. It was 47-46 at this venue last year in Fiji. So it shows you it's going to be close and plenty of points is what I take away from that. Ryan, talk me through it.
I kind of feel like the Fiji might blow them out here.
You reckon?
it was in my head too.
You reckon? Okay.
I feel like the performance that they had in Fiji last week probably hasn't been what they have been at home.
Yeah.
But I feel like they have had so many opportunities, even in those games that they do lose. I just feel like it's just not going to be close.
It's daytime.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. kickoff, mate.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Dangerous. The sun is up.
Poor Moana.
Yeah, I personally like the Drua. and I like Marcy for a try. Tyler?
Yeah, I'm back in the draw here. Moana showed they can win big games when they beat the Reds up in Northland. But I just think if it's running rugby, they've struggled a bit when the pace is a bit quicker. We saw that when they played the Chiefs. We saw that when they... who else did they get blown out by? Sorry, I can't think of them right now. But
Blues?
when they've played close games that have been a lot slower, they've suited it. Because they've got big midfielders like Severe and Henry Ta'afu. Like, they're big midfielders. And they suit that crash, get over the game line. They've got big wingers. But as soon as the game picks up a bit too much speed, they have struggled. So I think in Fiji, in the heat, I think it was like 33 degrees there the other day. And there's been media reports about forcing drinks breaks when games are in Fiji. Yeah, because players, like I think it was after the Canes or the Blues game, players went to hospital or something.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I can't remember which game it was. So I expect it to be hot over there, and I think it just suits the Fijians a lot more.
All right, all in agreement on the Drew getting it done. They bounce back. So the over-under is 62.5 total points.
Holy shit.
A lot of points.
Yeah.
But, last time they played each other, it was like 80 points total. So we'll see how that pans out. All right, this should be one of the games around as well. The Brumbies take on the Hurricanes in Canberra, $2.80. The Brumbies, $1.40. The Canes, the Lions, 7.5. Lanikatau is back in the 13 jersey. The Hurricanes pretty much back to full strength. As we know, the Canes are unbeaten. Of course, the Brumbies haven't lost at home the last 5 games. A couple of stats for you. The Brumbies have scored at least 27-plus points against the Canes in the last 4 meetings. The Brumbies have won the last 4 of 5 versus the Hurricanes, and the over is hit in the last 4. So the Brumbies do turn up at home against the Canes.
Yeah, I think this will be close. I think this will be really close. And it'll be good to see the Brumbies bounce back from the performance that they had last week. They have to front up in the forward pack, though. Because if they don't, that scrum that the Hurricanes have just gets them go forward ball. Penalties, they're just so strong in that front three.
Yeah, it should be a good contest.
Is this Alatoa's first game back, or was it last week?
No, this is first.
This is first.
He's on the bench?
No, he's starting.
Really?
That's why I asked.
I missed that. Fuck, okay.
So one thing I will give the Brumbies credit for is they do have a good front row of Slipper and Alatoa back.
Yeah.
Well, 1 through to 6, you're probably looking at Wallabies players. Billy Pollard might be putting his hand up.
Kale's thereabouts.
Yeah, Kale's there about at 8. So this is a dangerous game for the Hurricanes.
I agree.
And another test for them to see how good they are. Obviously Duplessis Griffey gets a start, but I would have thought they may have stuck with Peter Lakai and kept that bash game playing that they've been playing. But obviously he's pretty good on the ball, so he's going to look for turnovers. And they've obviously kept Riasi in. Who was on that wing previously? Oh, Josh Morby's had getting a rest. So they're not full strength. They're close.
You lost your hooker as well.
Yeah, Sophomore Moore's gone down.
Big loss.
MCL, I think.
Yeah.
Out for 4 to 6 weeks. And then the addition of Peter Umaga Jensen.
Off the bench?
Nah, starting
at
13.
13, giving Billy Proctor a rest.
He's good.
I think that he's good as well. Maybe a couple of years ago, he was looking sharp as...
He was...
Last year? Year before?
Yeah, I always get them mixed up because there's 2 of them.
Thomas was the one at the Landers.
Thomas was also at the Canes for a bit.
Nah, Peter was...
Peter's always been the better one.
Both Wainui boys. Used to run around at the Marae with them.
There you go. Carve them up, mate, or what?
Look, I can't go against the Hurricanes. They're just playing too good at the moment. And Brumbies, they've got a little bit of soul searching to do after last week. And Lenny Ikatel's obviously back, and that's a big inclusion. But that's just, how do you get that back in a week? 46 points to come back and beat the top of the comp. That's a big
play
ask.
at home. That's what you do. Back to Canberra, mate.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, you first.
Well, you know what I'm thinking.
On each side.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go Brumbies.
Oh.
Yeah, Brumbies to win for me, and I need to crawl that lead back a little bit. I reckon the Brumbies will turn up. The stats tell me they will put a good performance. I would hit the Brumbies plus the 7.5. I think it'll be close and worth something on the Brumbies to win as well. Yes, so, all right. Now, hopefully hand the Hurricanes their first loss of the year. But yeah, definitely a danger game.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Okay. Because remember last year they met in that crazy semi-final in Canberra and they held up over the line, that try. So they always play all-time epics. All right, let's go.
Different Canes team to last year.
Okay, I'm just saying, mate. History.
Yeah.
Okay, the Highlanders taking on the Western Force over in Otago. $1.38 the Landers, $2.95 the Force. The line is 8.5. The over-unders 53.5. As we mentioned earlier, Reece Patchell returns for the Landers. Isaac Rodder starts for the Force. And to be fair, it's a pretty good side the Western Force have got this week. It looks decent to me. Alongside Sam Carter as well. So Wallaby experience in the locks because Beale remains at 15. Last time these two met in New Zealand was 43-35. It was an absolute shootout. The Landers got that one done over the Force. What do we think?
I think the addition of Reece Patchell will show what the Landers are capable of, and I reckon that the Landers will get it done.
Close?
Yeah, I think...
Falau Fakatava back in the starting team too.
Because the Force is so hot and cold. They'll deliver what
Yeah.
we saw last week.
Yeah.
They'll get beaten by 40.
No, I don't think it will be close.
The Force don't travel well.
No.
They got the hardest lot of travel to do, and you saw that when they've gone to Auckland, got smoked, but then they go home and they always play well at home.
Yeah.
I think the Landers get it done here. I don't know what the line is.
8.5.
Yeah, I'd back the line.
So would I. Yeah. So all on the Landers.
Yep.
They needed to try something after last week. Fuck, it was bad. All right, then go to Suncorp Stadium on Saturday evening. The Reds taking on the Auckland Blues. $3.30 the Reds, $1.36 the Blues. The Lions 10.5. Angus Blythe gets his first start of the year. Tim Ryan on the wing as well. Josh Fluke returns. As we said, Jordi Bataille is gone. The Blues, dangerous. So Tutu, Papali'i, Tuipulotu, danger up front. Clark's on the bench. AJ Lamb starts on the wing. Close at all?
What did you think of Tim Ryan? You called their game, right?
He didn't. He came off the bench.
Oh,
So
really?
He played in the Reds.
he was in the 23. Not
Oh,
4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So he got a few touches.
And Floyd's been carving up in the QPR.
He has
I'm
been
pretty
carving
sure.
up.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen much, but all the...
All the clips.
Yeah, all the
he's
clips
been
and
going real
stuff.
good.
Yeah. I think that'll be interesting to see how he goes at that next level. But I think the pack of the Blues is just... If they get their way again and they're able to play in the opposition 22, they blow out the Reds.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm looking at this like, obviously Ryan Smith, Angus Blythe. There's a lot of players not playing for the Reds.
100%.
Sidu Udu, Jordi Bataille, is it Cormac Daly?
He's out as...
He's not in there. Connor Vest on the bench. Angus Blythe starting.
Zane?
Zane.
No.
Obviously,
McWright,
he picked a better
McDermott.
team. McWright, McDermott. Like, there's so many players out. I don't know how good Flukey's shoulder is. Because when I first heard he'd done it, it was going to be 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Pateo goes down. Now he's back all of a sudden. I don't know if the cortisone injections are coming out.
Yeah.
But like, and it's also when you get a shoulder injury like that can go at any time. There's no specialist midfielder on that bench or on the wing.
Who is the back cover?
Lawson, Crichton, and Floyd. Lawson had to come on in the midfield last week, and he was solid, but he's not really a midfielder.
It's a different test this week against fucking their midfield.
Yeah, like he's now going up against
Against-
Bryce Heem and Rico Ioane.
Well, Fluke got a dud shot against Rico. Jesus.
And
Not what you want.
and saying it, Flukey is tough.
he is.
If anyone will push through it, it is Flukey.
Yeah.
But I just think the Blues are better across the board here. I think they match them at scrum time. They match them at line-out time. They're bigger and faster.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see where the Reds
That's
get
the
their-
math, yeah.
Yeah, Reds get the advantage here. So I'm going to go Blues 13 plus. I'm actually going to the game.
Oh, nice.
So I'd like to see the Reds get up and keep those crowd numbers going. But
Yeah, what I have liked this week is how much Queenslanders got around the Reds. Like you see it all on Instagram. Was it Triple
M today, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was nice.
Mardo,
yeah, that was good. Pig Athletic Club as well. They got their own section.
It's
Like
good.
the Reds are reaching out. Like they're trying to get people back involved
Yeah.
with Queensland rugby, and it's good to see.
And they keep winning, they'll,
Yeah, if they win this.
yeah, but tough
Holy.
assignment though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
tough
it's
assignment.
a big ask with all the injuries and players they've got out. Outside of Hunter, I don't know where their firepower comes from to score points. I know they scored 31 last week, but a lot of it was off him.
And the Blues are a different kettle of fish.
Blues
Yeah.
are just a lot different of a team than the Landers, and sometimes you got to fight fire with fire when it comes to scoring points. And
Yeah.
I just don't see where that comes from for the Reds, and I'm not backing them until Zane's back in the 23
Fair enough.
or Tonga, at least one of them.
One of them, yeah. We got one Bondi at least this week. So Blues 13 plus,
Yeah, Blues.
Blues to win. So the Blues have won the last 4 in this matchup. The last time the Reds won in Brisbane against the Blues was 2019. Last year, it was 45-26 in this score. So I reckon the over points where the Blues just do it on their own or the Reds contribute. But yeah, the Blues too good for me in this one.
Yeah, I do want the Reds to do well.
So do I.
Like, I really do want the Reds to do well. It's good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good for the comp, good for Queensland rugby.
How far is Perifetta away? That's one we keep forgetting.
It
It's
was
not
six-
playing
it
for
was-
the Blues at the moment.
It was 6-8 when he got it, and that was 3 weeks ago.
Because he's a big ad when he comes back in. And Cole Forbes has been outstanding at the back for them with Zahn out. So they've just been a good team recently.
Yep, very impressive. So that is Super Rugby Round 10 picks and preview. Plenty of great games. Going to have a full slate of games too from Friday all the way through to Saturday evening. Boys, what's been going on in your life outside of rugby? Anything we can want to touch on? Of NFL draft this weekend, we've done a bit of that over the last few weeks.
When's that, tomorrow?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, Thursday in America, Friday here or something, isn't
Yeah,
it?
10 a.m. Friday. Well, the Ryan Garcia, you guys get all that?
Oh, I saw that.
Thoughts on all
How's
that?
he bet $2 million on himself?
You bet $2 million yourself, won 12 on the
Is
payout.
that legal?
Yeah, I wonder how that in America it's
Well, I
it's
mean,
a circus.
Yeah.
yeah, imagine if he bet against himself and lost.
Well, that's
If you can bet for yourself.
yeah. Well, you can't do that in else.
He was also 3 pounds overweight. I actually think the brother's suffering from CTE.
I think he's got some issues personally.
Like, he was coming out and talking about...
They reckon it was a media stunt so that he could bet on himself and win big.
Well, the drinking, the smoking, all that stuff.
Yeah.
well, he was paying $6.25 to win.
Yeah.
Not just that,
And he
like,
put $2 million on it.
he come out talking about, like, the Illuminati and how he
Yeah.
was fiddled with as a kid in, like, the church,
And
like,
had
these
all-
big things. And they took him out to the bush and there was fires and people dancing, like...
Bro.
And then he towed him up.
And then he actually spent some of that money on helping kids out.
Yeah, because he's a good boxer to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's fucking.
I don't
good.
know, Tank tailed him up.
Yeah, well, from what I've seen this one.
Yeah.
He was posting like porn stars on his Instagram every day. Like he appeared to be off the rails.
Yeah.
but-
He's reminding me of freaking Antonio Brown.
Oh, bro.
Like,
hasn't he lost the plot?
Oh,
his career
my
went like this and then
goodness.
just went...
Talk about CTE.
Like,
He's gone.
Yeah.
yeah.
His brain's mush.
What else we got here?
Even when he was playing, though, he did something.
NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not a big NBA guy. You've been following much
neither
of it?
I followed a bit. Like, I obviously check all the scores and chuck a dabble on here and there. But
Yep.
Jamal Murray had a ridiculous game winner on the Lakers.
Hmm.
Lakers had a 20-point lead and blew it.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Boston to win overall, you reckon?
Should. If Boston don't win, it'll be surprising. It's either them or the Nuggets. I think those are the two favourites.
Yeah.
Timberwolves are pretty good. Same as the Thunder, but I just think they're too young at the moment. The Thunder team, I think most of their roster's under 23.
Yeah, I've seen something about
Really?
it. About
Their
that,
average age is like
Yeah.
22 and a half.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's
okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah, right. You might like this one. TikTok may be banned soon. Do you hear about this? New potential ownership. They're in America. They're looking for new owners, someone to buy TikTok because otherwise it might be banned.
I don't really
Yeah, but
get around the
for
TikTok
what?
that much.
but you like it though because I thought you get abused on TikTok all the time. So I thought you might be.
I just watched it to support you. Made an account
Well, us,
to
mate.
support
We're a
us.
team.
Yeah, to support us. Then made a fake account to support me
Sounds about right.
against the haters.
Oh,
Sometimes you got to do it.
did you see Tom Brady confirm doing his roast on Netflix? You know, do the roast.
Oh yeah.
So Kevin Hart's going to be the host. I think that's going to play out.
There'll be obviously a few cheating
Do
allegations.
you reckon
in
they?
there.
Do you reckon they go the wife divorce or that?
Oh, they
content?
will.
They'll
They
go
go
hard.
hard on
Well,
it.
there'd have to be the talk about like Deflategate and all the times he got accused of cheating
Yeah.
to win a Super Bowl, and I think that will flip around to apparently his wife cheating on him with the
The PT or whatever.
PT
or the
or
yoga instructor. or
Yoga
some
instructor.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown was the other. Yeah, it could get dark. I don't know if there's a you can't say this.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't think there is.
Well, it's on Netflix though, so I don't know whether there's
Yeah.
rules like it's.
Bro, have you seen some of the stand-up comedies on Netflix?
Yeah, true.
They
Like Dave
are-
Chappelle and stuff.
Bro,
No.
Jimmy Carr.
Oh, so
Oh my goodness, Bill Burr.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Bill
Carr.
Burr, yeah.
I'm a massive stand-up comedy fan.
you're a Matt Rife guy.
No,
You don't like him?
hate him.
You
I
like
don't think he's good at all.
his crowd work's good. No.
Nah, timing's off. You know, no. Got that eye for it now.
Yeah, right. What else we got here? The Olympics, boys. 100 days away,
Oh,
which I'm quite excited about. You boys get around it? Or you follow it heaps or no?
I don't think I've really followed it since
You
the
younger?
end of Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps.
Yeah, it depends what we're following. Like I'll follow the basketball
You watch rugby, obviously. 7.
and the sevens.
Sort of the track and
the
field.
basketball will be good.
Yeah.
The basketball
Is
is
Are
it-
they
crazy.
doing the 3-on-3? Is it this one or the next Olympics?
I don't think it's this one.
It is. I do find the Olympics is
Nah, that sounds
becoming
American.
becoming a little bit of a joke with some
Oh.
of the sports that are coming
yeah,
in.
there's a bit of mayo on those sports.
Like,
so.
I know breakdancing's in this Olympics.
Yep.
I reckon that would be sick.
No, but like the Olympics originally was track and field,
I'm
swimming,
going.
and the
I'm going
events you
Japan
don't-
or
you
America
don't see.
for breakdancing. I'm
Who's-
going Japan or America.
But that's what I mean.
Put that in a
What about
prediction.
Korea?
Huh?
Koreans got their sort of.
Do they?
I reckon.
Who else is it? I think surfing's in there this time around.
Yeah,
Surfing's
surfing.
good.
But
Well,
like, I mean,
well,
there's
look-
so many sports.
Well,
in
we got
there
flag
now,
football the next one.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
That's
Well, that's a one-team game.
But is this going to be America destroy them? destroy
Exactly.
everyone?
Which
It's
was-
a
to
one-country
be fair,
game.
that was
Yeah.
basketball for years.
Yeah, but
Like,
yeah,
not on this level though. Like
yeah,
were-
not
No,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Not
saying.
like
I
that.
just feel
Everyone
like they
plays
added
basketball.
sports. People like I bet you Americans were probably thinking that about when rugby got put in. Oh, New Zealand's just going to win the gold medals.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, which they have.
Like I feel like they just add sports in now. Like there's already a rugby World Cup and a soccer World Cup and stuff like that. You don't really have big track and field events. Like Olympics is their big thing.
Yeah.
Same as swimming. I don't think what's more important to a swimmer, a gold medal or a world championship. Probably that gold medal at the Olympics. I do wish they sort of stuck to the main sports. Like it's good, it's expanding, but
yeah.
I do feel like it's getting outrageous. Like we're going to have every sport imaginable in there soon.
Yeah.
We'll have Gaelic football and only Ireland's playing in it.
And they win. But yeah, they probably need to chill out a bit. You get track and field? You a track guy? No? You watch
No,
that?
no.
No. Yeah. I'll-
Just you saying.
yeah.
I normally
Blake.
watch Kiwis.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I was watching like Valerie Adams,
Yeah, I got
You got a
around the
couple of
rowing.
you got a couple of
I got
weightlifting.
around the rowing a little bit.
the rowing, the
That's random.
brothers and the
Well,
sisters.
New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. They won
Yeah.
gold.
We're good rowers, mate.
We're
Yeah.
good rowers.
We've won
yeah.
heaps of
It's kind
gold.
of random, isn't it?
Actually, and I get around the swimming.
Yeah, swimming.
Swimming.
I
Good.
like watching the swimming. It's so like when they're doing it, so aesthetic.
I do agree with Phelps.
When you do
When
it.
we do it, drown.
Not quite.
Phelps leaving did take a big hit on the swimming.
yeah, yeah.
Like you'd tune in to see, is this guy going to win 10 gold medals this Olympics?
Yeah, but even believe it or not, I used to be a swimmer.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Rian
watching
does do a
people,
good butterfly.
watching people like excel at it and make it look how it looks, it's crazy when you try to imitate that in the pool.
It's bloody hard.
Did
Yeah.
Cody Simpson qualify for the Olympics?
I don't know because it was last week, a few weeks ago. He was doing the trials were here on the coast.
Because that'd be a good story from singer to Olympic.
Yeah,
To
he
Olympic
went to my
swimmer?
school. He's a good All Saints boy.
Yeah,
Golfers
yeah.
kid. But yeah, because you see, I don't know if you saw the World Championships. Sha'Carri Richardson, she got the American.
Oh, yeah.
She's a bit,
Sprinter,
yeah, she's a bit of a character. Like they got the nails.
she's
and
got the
yeah.
claws, not nails. Those things
Yeah.
are long.
Anyway,
Like Wolverine.
An Aussie girl.
Huh?
What is it?
Wolverine.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
It was a Transformers. No, that got three claws. That's like Wolverine. No one's talking about. Have you seen Transformers?
yeah, I have. Which one?
Well, then laugh. No,
There we go.
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Aussie beat her on the weekend. She lost.
Oh, really?
Australian beat her. Yeah.
Holy.
Tori Lewis, so we might be a chance.
Mm.
When I say we, I mean me. But,
There's a sprinter coming through New Zealand who's got the best name ever.
okay, what do you got?
Gout Gout.
What?
His name's Gout Gout.
Is he Samoan?
Nope. He's African. I've seen the name.
Oh,
His
He's Samoan.
name's Gout Gout. I was like, that's awesome.
That is good.
So much seafood.
So you guys got anything you looked at? Any contribute anything or nah?
just that LeBron James stuff. I mean, if you know, you know. If you don't, you're probably like, what the hell? But he lies a lot. He lies so much. And if you haven't seen it, search it up because you'll crack up laughing at it. Like,
Okay.
there's one where he's just sitting there in a post-match interview holding a book and they're like, oh, that's a really good book. And he's like, yeah, I've finished it. And they're like, what's your favorite line from that book? He's like, oh, there's just so many good lines. And then he's like, oh, yeah, but just name one. And he's like, nah. Does the same for good. Is it Goodfellas? Oh no. The Godfather.
We just blatantly lied about it.
Yeah, it talks about how much he loves it. He watched the last 3 movies. He's like, "What's your favorite line from that movie?" Can't name one.
What a coward.
Kobe Bryant's 80-point game.
He's got a few random lies out there.
Talking about the Migos, saying that he used to pump them when he was back in Cleveland. They weren't even out yet. Have you seen that? Okay, I'm putting you on then. He's got to watch it. It's
All right.
funny.
So he's just full of shit. What's he going on about?
Oh, he just... They call him... And you look at the comments, it's like, Le Cap. No, it's good. It's good.
All right, then. I might look to... Also, do you see Zuckerberg lately at all?
He's
He's
jacked.
fucking jarked, man.
Is this fight happening?
No, I don't think so. But
Is he?
you should see him with the transformation. He's fucking
Mate,
shredded as fuck.
he
I
looks
see him
like
at
he
all
could
the
jump in a
UFCs.
ring.
Yeah, he's fired up. He did his ACL and he's been training his ass off.
Yeah.
Apparently wants to fight someone.
Oh, next upcoming UFCs are looking good.
Conor McGregor, does he actually, like I know they announced it officially, but is he going to make weight and actually fight?
When is that? What's the timeline?
That is,
How long do they normally have the
so
gap?
they've got one May and then he's June. So it's one every month, so he's the second.
Yeah, okay.
So he's like mid-June, I think.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Oh, before we wrap up on NFL draft, who we know who's going 1, who's going 2? That's been the chat all week. Drake or Jaden Daniels. What do you boys think?
Who's got the pick at 2?
Washington?
Washington takes Daniels.
Yeah.
Patriots take May.
Yeah, okay.
I think,
And then
I don't
Marvin
call the
Harrison.
Patriots.
Those odds have been swapping all week, those two.
I just think Boston's a very
White?
white-orientated city that would like a white
A nice
quarterback.
white man.
White.
But
the old whites, yeah.
Just I could see a Minnesota trading up. Like I think a Washington or a Patriots ain't even ready for a new quarterback yet. Like I don't think they have the skill players and the sort of D around those players to succeed. So a team like I think
Teams do
Minnesota,
it.
Minnesota might trade up.
Teams
Was
do
the
do
chat
it.
about McCarthy, JJ getting like a lot of interest? He might sort of pop up earlier than what
Listen,
we
man,
think.
you look at a
Or
Patriots trade down and go for a JJ McCarthy, less risk, less
Or-
pressure on him.
what's his name? The Washington QB. Penix.
Sam.
Penix.
Oh,
Penix.
Like him as well.
Where's Hal?
Penix.
How?
No, he's talking about the Washington college quarterback.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, yeah. The Huskies.
Yeah, and those two are both in the college championship last year. Like,
Yeah.
they're both proven that they can get that far. So I could see the value in trading down and picking them late in the first or early in the second.
Yeah.
Do you get around the fantasy at all?
NFL.
Used to.
No, I don't really do it. You love it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're joining my league.
Okay.
You have the spare time?
Oh, add
It
to my-
gets
It's so
competitive.
much
yeah,
time.
That's, what I'm
That's
saying.
why I
don't
stopped
have
doing
time.
Oh,
But-
come on.
Maybe. Is there like a college one? Or is it college?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Are they making that?
Going to make a shout out.
What do you
West
got?
Tigers, ex-Chiefs winger starting on the wing for them this week.
Oh,
Solomon
yeah.
Alamalu.
Yeah.
True. How do you got the Chiefs? Like,
He was gone.
He was gone. Had a bit of sort of mental health stuff going where he took a couple years off.
Yeah.
Come back, played down at the Landers for a bit, and then he's come over here and he's tall, athletic, and could be very good as a league winger. So I'm interested to see how he goes. And you know, I think the move and stuff's done well for him. So I'm really interested.
Good to see him bounce back and get back into it. Lovely. All right, boys. Any final thoughts about the weekend? Big footy.
Yeah, the Wires were shit.
Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be good. 3 matches Anzac Day. Which is going to be exciting.
So the Wires now play the Titans.
Yeah, that changed, eh?
It's always been the Storm.
Storm.
But to be fair, I don't mind because we've been smoked every year from the Storm on Anzac Day.
You do get smoked. You might get smoked tomorrow, mate. Titans. Good.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, good park.
Oh,
Um,
final. Get down to the dawn service.
oh, yeah.
Pay your
Yes.
respects.
Yep, 100%. Anzac Day, big day.
Anzac Day, yeah.
I'm calling tomorrow the Australian Defence Force League versus New Zealand Defence Force.
Oh, I got a couple mates. in
NZ
the
13
NZ
plus.
Huh?
one. I got a couple mates in the NZ one.
Like playing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you the team list in a sec.
Caleb Haruma.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. It's a curtain raiser for the Dragons Roosters game tomorrow. In Sydney.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good.
So, yeah. Shoot.
Oh, slight promotion. If you're doing nothing tomorrow, get down to GC Bowls Club.
Oh, yeah.
Launch
yeah,
of Red Roo. The boys have got together and put it together an
Yeah, I saw
alcohol
that.
brand. So pure Australian vodka. There's a couple of flavours at the moment. Your normal vodka and your cinnamon sort of fireball type vodka, but both very, very good. So if you're looking to buy some, hit up the podcast and we'll send you to the right place.
I heard this.
Oh, nice.
Nice promo. This is Bordeaux and stuff, yeah?
Yeah,
Bordeaux,
Jades.
Jades, Uppy, Maxi Dowd.
Yeah.
Paul Hayes is the
I
main
heard
guy.
TSS guy, yeah?
Yeah, he was a
I've
TSS
heard
water
this
boy.
story. Yeah.
If I wasn't broke, I would have invested, but money was a bit tight at the time.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, awesome. All right, boys, we'll wrap that up. Big weekend ahead. Big weekend of rugby. Good luck, you boys, against the Eagles this weekend. Ring Stowers, Tyler Campbell, Jordan Hughes. We'll see you next week.